We're gonna bring the meeting to order. This is the Historic District Commission, Town of Fairfield. Today is December 11th, 2025. The notice of this hearing was published on Friday, November 28th edition of the Fairfield Citizen. Let's go ahead and take attendance. Maura Garrick here. Jim Akamondo.
Here.
Jim Bohan. George Clark.
Here.
Brian Valente.
Here.
And I'm Rosina Negron. Absent at this moment is Darren Raymond Locke. And Art Gravanis. The first item on the agenda is Pequot Library, 270 Pequot Avenue, Southport, Connecticut, for a property located at 270 Pequot Avenue. Relocate the current sign which faces Pequot Avenue to the corner of Pequot Avenue and Westway Road for better visibility. Is there anyone here to present this application?
Yes, there is.
State your name, please.
My name's Nelson North. I'm the interim executive director of the library. Stand up. I have some handouts that'll show all this for you. What we'd like to do, what we're asking to do is to move the current sign, that you see here, from its location on one side of the property facing Pequot Avenue to the other corner, the corner of Westway and Pequot, which will give the sign improved visibility from the road because this is a four-way stop. In other words, here on the plot plan, you can see the sign is over here now, and we would like to move it to here. It'll have the same setbacks, 12 feet, that it currently has. Have any questions or?
Maura, do you have any questions?
My only comment is I always wondered why it wasn't on that other corner. So,
I've wondered that too since I came here, but
Yeah.
we would like to correct that and we can.
no questions other than that.
Jim, do you have any questions?
Are you gonna use the current sign that's there and just?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
you didn't want to build a new one? and-
no, it's sitting in cement sleeves so we can pull it out and drop it back in. 84 by 56, I think.
Those that are not in person, Jim, do you have any questions?
You're asking me, Rosina?
Yes, I'm asking you.
I believe that sign was designed by Roswell Barrett.
I'm sorry.
I have no
Can you
question.
speak louder, please?
I believe that sign was designed by Roswell Barrett.
Yes,
Uh,
yeah.
For the life of me, I don't know why Ros put it there.
I would never question Roswell Barrett, sir.
No, no, not at all. But no other questions. Looks like a good idea. The sign still looks good. God bless him. God rest him. Dear
Do
friend,
you have any questions?
no other questions, Rosina. Thank you.
Can you put your video on, please? Greg, do you have any questions?
No questions. Good
Thank
luck
you.
with the move. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I do not have any questions. We did not receive any letters in favor of this application or opposing this application. Thank you.
George has no questions either.
For the record, Darren Raymond Locke is in the meeting for the next application. Next on the agenda is Robert and Amelia Johnson, 187 Westway Road, Southport, Connecticut, for a property located at 187 Westway Road. For substitute 3 dormers to match the 2 dormers previously approved and eliminate the cupola. Is there anyone here to present this application?
Good afternoon. I'm Jack Franson. I'm representing the Johnsons on this application. Basically, very simple. The new garage is set back from the house in the rear corner of the property. And strangely enough, the design that we want to get approved is the one we started out with. And it was one of those things where it went back and forth and back and forth. And then now you may have noticed the foundation is poured. And a couple of weeks ago, the client said, you know what, I think the original one with the 3 dormers is the one that we like. So, and I have to say, I think they're both appropriate, but I think I do like this one with the 3 dormers better. So that's our request. Get rid of the cupola instead of 2, 3, each of them centered over the garage doors. That's the sum total of it.
Laura, do you have any questions?
I do not have any questions.
Darren, do you have any questions? Jim A., do you have any questions?
Nope.
Jim Bohan, do you have any questions?
No questions. Good luck with it.
George, do you have any questions?
No questions. Go for it.
Greg, do you have any questions?
No questions.
I do not have any questions. There were no, is there anyone in the public that has any questions? Did not received any letters in favor or opposing this application. Thank you very much. In the agenda is Patricia Brandt, 1 Church Street, Southport, Connecticut, for a property located at 1 Church Street to replace existing original 3 garage doors with the ones in the pictures attached. The 3-car garage is a separate building. Is there anyone here representing this application?
Yes, owner Patricia Brandt.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm asking the commission to consider allowing me to replace the existing deteriorated wood doors on our 3-car stone garage structure with new doors that are made with modern materials that better withstand environmental changes and are more durable and lower maintenance while preserving the stone facade of the original structure and its historical characteristics. There are growing precedents for using modern materials in historically sensitive areas, especially when those materials offer significant advantages while still preserving and not altering the property's original structure and aesthetics. Many modern materials are being incorporated into historically significant buildings for their superior energy efficiency, weather resistance, and overall sustainability. In many regions, building preservation laws and heritage guidelines have adapted over time to allow for some flexibility in incorporating modern materials, as long as these interventions are well documented, respectful of the original design, and reversible. The challenge, especially in areas that they're more vulnerable to climate change, like Southport. I did a little research, and in the US, the Secretary of the Interior standards for treatment of historic properties allow for some level of modern intervention, including using newer materials when they can be integrated thoughtfully into the original fabric of the building, as I suggested we would be doing. In conclusion, while I appreciate the Commission's concern about setting a precedent for the use of these modern materials in historic preservation, I think the approach is increasingly about finding ways to integrate these materials in a way that enhances the building's performance in terms of energy efficiency, sustainability, while respecting its historic and aesthetic value. You'll indulge me, I have some pictures to discuss the aesthetic value. Got it. This is down. Now, those are pictures of garage doors, newly installed garage doors. Are there any that you can identify of being aluminum versus wood in those pictures? It's speaking to the aesthetic.
Not gonna do that,
Oh, okay,
because I mean, it's a picture, so.
okay.
Stay afterward, I have guesses.
Okay. Anyway, but you know, those are examples of the doors that I'm looking to install. And I think, again, you know, that it's aesthetically pleasing to the eye if that is a concern of the commission. And we're not altering the actual structure. The stone structure is staying the same.
Maura, do you have any questions?
I don't have questions. I do have a couple comments. And I take everything that you're saying absolutely to heart. And we've had a discussion of this in a pre-meeting, so I've had a chance to think about what was being tossed around. And I've really thought about this a lot, but the reality is that the property that you are now living in is very much a unique property in Southport by itself and in combination with the house that's next door, the original main house. And it is very visible from Rose Hill. And it does, you know, putting aluminum versus natural, generally you can tell from the eye. I mean, we can have that debate but in our historic district, we do generally prefer natural fibers unless there is a really good reason. So I went to that. Is this a really good reason? And we talked about climate change, but the reality is that those doors that are there now, I think have been there, we said probably from the 60s or 70s. So I wouldn't say that's an unusual deterioration. They've been there for quite some time. It sits on a hill, so you do have airflow. You know, I've dealt with this before with garage doors and have had to use cedar or mahogany. Mahogany now, there are sources that are less expensive than they used to be. So it is possible, but the final reason why I'm inclined to not support this is we have a cedar roof on it, which is natural. So I can't really make the argument to myself that we can't do natural on the doors. So those are my comments. Right where I am, I will listen to the other commissioners, but that's just where I'm landing right now.
Karen, do you have any questions?
No comments. No questions.
If I could speak to the comment about the, you know, the cedar roof, I think the argument again being that you can very much tell the difference between an asphalt roof or now they have other products that try to mimic a cedar roof, but the reality is they have not perfected that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, comparability as far as aesthetics for roofs. But, you know, again, I think, you know, there is a huge argument to say that, you know, the aesthetics of the new wood that or wood look that they have for things like garage doors are very undeterrable from the eye. I mean, I would, you know, challenge that to be able to, you know, the guy I'm working with at Ed's Garage Doors said he's had architects in there that he has said, which like, again, the final picture, I know you don't want to look at the pictures, but the final picture is actually the exact same door on two sides of their thing to show that it's very hard to determine which, you know, door is actual wood and which door is aluminum, but that they're really being used all over now because it's just way more sustainable and durable and it's, you know, it's a great product.
Jim, do you have any questions? Jim A.
No questions, thank you.
Jim Bohan, do you have any questions or comments?
No questions, but I too did a bunch of research on this.
Can you speak a little bit louder? It's hard to hear.
Who did a bunch of research on this. And I know the handbook says that it's got to be, the change must be appropriate when visible from the right of way. That is visible from Rose Hill Road. I found other words indistinguishable from the right of way. I know that's not in our handbook, but I think it's a very good difference. I maintain that from Rosehill Road, these doors are indistinguishable from wooden doors. So I would be in favor of approving this. I understand concerns, but I think again, that the aluminum is indistinguishable from wood when seen from the right of way. From the public way. Thank you very much.
George, do you have any questions or comments?
Now I went over and saw the doors. I went over and spoke with I understand your concerns. My concern is that this is a slippery slope, and if we progress to allowing for non-wood situations in one case, then where does that go? And do we go back and look at our guidebook and change our rulings? And if we're not prepared to do that, then my feeling is that we should live with the guidebook that we have. I think the 60-year life of the old doors, probably a pretty good life for a garage door. I wish my doors lasted that long. So, but I have no more questions.
Greg, do you have any comments or questions?
Well, my comments are I agree with the requirement of using wood door.
Okay. And for me, putting the age of the original doors into the equation and the fact that we are unable to put costs into our decision, staying with natural materials, in my opinion, is a better way to go. I did not visit the site. We didn't have a chance. But I did not enter the garage, but I did visit the site. And there is some differences between the materials. So to the naked eye, you might not be able to, but people can discern between metal and wood. So is there anyone from the public that has any questions? Hearing none, we did not receive any letters in favor of this application, not any letters opposing this application. This hearing is now closed. The next item, the agenda is St. Paul's Episcopal Church, 661 Old Post Road, Fairfield, Connecticut, for a property located at 661 Old Post Road. To install new lampposts along sidewalk on Town Hall Green Road and Old Post Road for safety. B, install new lighting on church buildings to improve walkway visibility for safety. C, install uplighting around church buildings to highlight architectural features, enhance appearance, make more inviting. And D, install new lighting on roof of steeple to highlight the steeple, enhance the appearance, make more inviting. Is there anyone here representing this application? You're muted. Excuse me, you're muted. Again, you're muted.
You're on mute, Richard. There you go. Nope, one more. Huh.
We cannot hear you.
Yeah, he's trying to get it off mute, but it's not working.
Maybe by calling in might be a better choice. There is the option to call in.
Trying to call in.
Yeah.
Jonathan, you're also on mute as well. I see you talking.
There we go.
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
Um, I'm sure Rich is trying to unmute and get in. He is both my colleague and the designer of this project. And if he can't present, I think the alternative for us would be to defer until the January meeting. So I'm gonna give it maybe another minute or two to see if he
Okay.
can.
Just so you're aware, Jonathan, we requested he could call in. We have a dial-in number that he can use.
Yeah, I don't know if he can hear us.
Can you nod your head if you hear
I
us?
can't hear you.
Ken, oh, we can hear
We just
you. We
heard
can hear
you.
you.
Oh, fantastic. So sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry, but I'm here now.
Good job, George.
Yes,
Awesome.
thank you. So I'm a member of the Buildings and Grounds team at St. Paul's, and John is the leader of that team. And what you described is exactly what we're after. We don't have these plans finalized, mostly because it's my theory that the contractors that I've engaged haven't come up with estimates for us because they either don't believe that you're going to allow us to do this, or they don't think we have the money for it. So I can only address the second item, and I told them that that's really not an issue with us. But anyway, they've been out several times, and I still don't have an estimate from them, and I don't have details about the exact lighting fixtures. But if you look in the proposal or the application, you'll see what we were talking about.
Do you want to share the application or do you need me to share the application?
If you could do it, that would be great, so I can avoid further embarrassment.
And just a thought, if you guys don't have the design and the lighting completed, you might have benefited more from a pre-application meeting rather than from a submission.
Okay,
Listen,
So-
learn.
It's totally
Understood.
up to you,
okay.
but I'll share.
Thank you, Rosina.
Rosina, in the thought of time, if they don't have the specs and the design, would this is probably not likely to be approved, which means it's gonna come back for another meeting.
Correct. We can table this until next time if you have, if you will have all the information.
I think,
Okay.
this is John. I think it would be very beneficial. I mean, there's been a tremendous amount of work that's gone into this, and it's very detailed. So I would respectfully request that we just go through it
Okay,
and get your comments.
sounds good. Okay, go ahead and present.
Rich?
Thanks, John. Thanks, John. If you want to advance the PDF a little bit, I can show you what I think. I'm sorry, not in large, but go to the next page. These are the kind of fixtures that we're looking at. They're definitely more in Victorian style than some of the things found on the town green and in the town hall annex. And if you want to advance the PDF a little more, I have some mock-ups of
No,
what I,
Move
you
it
know,
down
what I
the next
think
page.
it could look like.
Advance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so this is what we're talking about along the town green side and something similar on the Old Post Road side as well. And that's my attempt to show you what they look like lit at night. And then these are some different kinds of lighting to highlight some of our architectural details. We have a few of these areas in mind. I don't know if that's what that thing would actually look like. It's kind of a close call, but yeah. And then finally, we're looking at lighting the upper portion of the steeple. Naturally, you don't want any lighting fixtures visible from the ground. So I think we've kind of figured out a way to do that, or the contractor has. And that's our thinking on this part.
Maura, do you have any questions?
My only question, and because I think you mentioned it about the style of using the Victorian style
Mhm.
for the lighting, was that I mean, it seems like that's the option. I mean, were you considering other ones or? Rosina, could you?
I think we would consider anything, but I think we kind of felt like this is the most appropriate for our building from 1856.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I have.
Darren, do
Okay.
you have any questions?
Questions?
Jim A, do you have any questions?
Are there any can't remember, are there any lamp posts out there currently?
No,
Okay. Thank you.
That's part of the problem, actually. That we've had people injured because of the lack of lighting.
So each one of those red dots, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on Old Post, and
Yeah.
then one by the entrance.
yes, exactly.
And then it looks like one by the entry, right at the entryway, or is that something different?
No, we would want one there too, as well.
Okay.
I think it says planting bed. I think that's the spot you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Jim Bohan, do you have any questions?
Yeah, the Old Post Road dates from far earlier than 1856. I'm very familiar with that. There are no other lighting fixtures on the Old Post Road, right?
I think you're right.
I think what the commission's got to decide is, do we want to put these fixtures unique to, as you say, Victorian 1856, in the middle of the Old Post Road, which dates from the 1770s, I would say, earlier. And I don't know the answer to that. I'm not an architect. I have my personal feelings, but I think that the commission's going to have to decide this. I thank you for your effort. There are characteristics of these lights which are very attractive, but I think the commission's got to decide, are they appropriate? The Old Post Road is a very special place. And that's my only comment.
Thank you, Jim.
George, do you have any questions?
Well, Joe, I think, Jim, you make a good point on you know, whether you're gonna have one block of the old post road that's gonna be lit up and the rest of it's all tends to be without light. But I think that the lights that you plan, I think they're nice. My concern is the uplighting on the building. It's not something it's really falls outside of our usual acceptable approvals. Because it's just light pollution, and as a rule, we defer to that and from that. And also, lighting of the steeple, although I think very appropriate, I think we need to understand how much light you're talking about in lumens and the power and how much of the building will be lit outside. But I don't think I have any other questions unless you can answer some of the technical questions.
Yeah, I understand your concern in those areas and those details. And that's something I would have to get the contractors out and have a discussion with them about those details. I completely understand the issue, and I don't know, I guess we feel like when we look around the town green and the old town hall and the old academy, you know, those buildings are lit. And I think while we wouldn't be doing something of that magnitude, I don't see how we're veering off what they're doing very much.
Thank you for your response.
Greg, do you have any questions or comments?
No questions. Thank you.
And my main concerns are similar to George about the lumens. Having no information other than the pictures, it's hard to make a decision on this. So, but thank you for the presentation. And is there anyone from the public who has any questions?
I have a comment. I think the lampposts look really good and your Photoshop work was excellent.
Thank you.
He is our resident graphic artist.
Yes.
Do you want us to take no action? But then it's on the table for next.
Yeah.
Ask them what they want to do.
For me, yeah.
If I can say, I think what we were looking for from the commission is kind of a general yay or nay, pending the details that we'll give you. But I guess we just wanted to know, would you allow any of this? And we could proceed from there.
So again, this will have been better as a pre-application meeting. So I feel that at this point, we should take no action on this. And we got the information. When you gather all the rest of the information, if you want to have another pre-application meeting, we welcome that. And that way you will be able to get a sense of what all the commissioners feel
Okay.
or believe might be the best solution.
Regina, when are those meetings scheduled? Or
We can schedule them at any time.
We just need
Okay.
24 hours to notice.
All right, thanks, Regina.
Okay,
Thank you.
so we'll take no action on this one. But thank you for the presentation.
Would have them.
Thank
if
you.
we're not taking any action, it leaves it open. Isn't it?
So withdraw.
I would have them withdraw it to be safe.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're going to need to vote on it. Or they need to let the time run out, which is 60 days.
Okay. So do you guys mind withdrawing the application? So that we can.
No,
go
as long as
forward?
as long as we have a plan to come back.
Yes.
Withdrawing the application doesn't negate your coming back. It's just if we leave it open or we take a vote on it, you're going to be required to do something that you might ultimately not want to do. So if you withdraw it, we don't have to vote on anything.
Okay. Makes sense to you, John?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Let's withdraw it.
Thank you. The next item in the agenda is the draft design guidelines for the historic district and properties. We are putting this back on the table because last month we were not at an appropriate time based on what the town attorney indicated during our meeting that we were not able to vote last month. So we had all the discussions last time, but I'll open to see if there's anyone that has any questions about the draft design guidelines to speak at this moment. Hearing none, we did not receive any letters in favor of this application or opposing this application. So the hearing is now closed.
Rosina, I'm sorry, Rosina,
Yes,
I wrote you a note, I think day before yesterday. Is,
I send you an email.
okay, can we do that?
I read your email. Let's not discuss that one now, but I send you an email regarding your question.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So let's move on to the considerations of the public hearing. The first item in the agenda is Pequot Library, 270 Pequot Avenue, Southport, Connecticut, for a property located at 270 Pequot Avenue to relocate the current sign which faces Pequot Avenue to the corner of Pequot Avenue and Westway Road for better visibility. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve as
Oh,
presented.
hold on one second.
Okay,
Since we have Maura here in person, let's have Maura do the voting sequence for this time. And we have enough of the commissioners to do everything else. So,
good.
I can't vote on this.
oh, you cannot vote on this one. So yes, you can do this one. Is there anyone to second?
Yeah.
So Jim and Jim? Is there any discussion? Hearing none, let's take a vote. All in favor? Jim, are you voting?
Am I voting on this now?
You are, because you made the motion.
Yes.
And is George no longer in the meeting?
I don't see him.
So Greg, you're voting on this one.
Yep.
Are you in favor or opposed? Greg,
Yeah, in favor.
thank you. So the motion passes.
Yep.
The next item is Robert and Amelia Johnson, 187 Westway Road, Southport, Connecticut, for a property located at 187 Westway Road to substitute 3 dormers to match 2 dormers previously approved and eliminate the cupola. Jim, you will be then the next one together with Maura, since we lost George. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept this as presented.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, let's vote. All in favor? The motion passes. The next, thank you. The next item in the agenda is Patricia Branded, 1 Church Street, Southport, Connecticut, for a property located at 1 Church Street, Southport, Connecticut, for replace existing original garage doors with the ones in the pictures attached. The 3-car garage is a separate building. Is there a motion?
Motion to decline without prejudice.
Anyone seconds?
Second. Second it.
So we only need 2 alternates, so I'll get yours. So in this one, Jim, you don't vote. Is there any discussion? No discussion? So the motion was, again,
To decline without prejudice.
okay? No discussion, let's vote. All in favor? So Greg, one,
In favor to decline without prejudice, is that correct?
yes.
Okay, yep.
So, all in favor, one abstain. So the motion passes. The decline without prejudice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. And we're, we had St. Paul's Episcopal Church withdrawn. The next one is the draft design guidelines. Is there a motion to approve the design guidelines as presented?
I'll make a motion to.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
Amen.
Hearing none, let's vote again. All in favor? Motion passes. The next item is the minutes. There were minutes from November 13th. Present at that meeting was Darren Raymond Locke, George Clark, Art Gravanis, Maura Garrick, Jim Accomando, and myself. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve this minute.
Any seconds? Any comments? Hearing none, let's vote. All in favor? Okay, motion passes. The next one is the meeting from November 19th. Present at that meeting were the same people. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve this minute.
Any discussion? Hearing none, let's vote. All in favor? Motion passes. The next one, we only have 3 people, so we'll skip that one to the next time. Because if George was here, we would have voted. The next thing is the chairman's report. There were no repairs this month. There's actually one repair, but the applicant continues to submit with, I believe it's a large file that we are unable to receive, so we haven't been able to see their repair. So I'll keep trying to see if they can send it either in pieces or provide it in hard copy. The next one is the demolitions. If we can do a motion to add the demolition items, because at the time of the agenda, I had not picked the letters that were up in the building department. There are 6 that we will need to include. So
Motion to add the demolitions.
I'll second.
is there any discussion? Let's vote. All in favor? It passes. So the demolition. The demolition ones are 866 Barrows Road, which is this property. The next one is 2 properties, 385 and 409 Quincy Street. The State Historic Preservation Office provided letters for these 2 properties, which will read if Darren's able to.
Yeah, do I need to, the notice I don't need?
Just this one.
All right, so this comes from the State Historic Preservation Office regarding the clearance and demolition of 385 Quincy Street, Fairfield, Connecticut, 06824. Dear Sonia Hine, the State Historic Preservation Office has reviewed the information submitted for the above named property pursuant to the provisions of Section 106 of the National Historic Preservation Act of 1966 and Connecticut Environmental Policy Act. It is our opinion that the subject property does not appear to be eligible for listing on the National Register of Historic Places. Based on the information provided to this office, no historic properties will be affected. The State Historic Preservation Office appreciates the opportunity to review and comment upon this project. These comments are provided in accordance with the Connecticut Environmental Policy Section 106 of the National Historic Preservation Act. For further information, please contact Todd Levine, Environmental Reviewer, and it gives his phone number and email. Sincerely, Jonathan Kinney. This letter is from the State Historic Preservation Office in regards to 409 Quincy Street. Dear Sonia Hine, the State Historic Preservation Office has reviewed the information submitted for the above named property pursuant to the provisions of Section 106 of the National 1966 and Connecticut Environmental Policy Act. It is our opinion that the subject property does not appear to be eligible for listing on the National Register of Historic Places. Based on the information provided to this office, no historic properties will be affected. The State Historic Preservation Office appreciates the opportunity to review and comment upon this project. These comments are provided in accordance with the Connecticut Environmental Policy Act and Section 106 of the National Historic Preservation Act. For further information, please contact Todd Levine, Environmental Reviewer. Gives his telephone and email. Sincerely, Jonathan Kinney, State Historic Preservation Officer.
Thank you. So those are those two properties. The next one is 1170 Fairfield Beach Road. The picture that we're showing. Next one is 1361 Fairfield Beach Road. And the next one is 387 Birch Road. And I believe this is the 361 Reed Street, but when I Googled mapped it, and when I went to the GIS map, it doesn't show anywhere 361 Reed. So,
That house is already, I think that one's gone and replaced.
Did you look at the vision?
yes,
That's that wall and bushes behind there in that driveway. I think that. I could be wrong, but there's a house
Yeah.
selling for 1.9 million.
Yeah, the image is from 2019. It says it. You see it, it's watermarked. Yeah.
yes. But let me stop this for a second.
Google, what was that? Oh, nothing shows up on that address.
Vision Government Solutions should have it.
I could be off by one house, but it looks like that's on the corner.
What was the number? 361?
361 Reed Street.
Here's the view right now. It's there.
So yeah, it's that one.
It's there. Okay. All right.
But
If
that
you-
might be an old picture too, so, I mean, you never know with Google Maps.
If you go to the GIS,
Doesn't even come up.
it doesn't come up.
Okay.
So I had questions about this one property. Because there's nothing with that address on GIS.
361.
It's on the, guys, this house is gone. And there's a $1.9 million house sitting on the lot currently. Because that is, what's the cross street there? That is, and yeah, Pemberton. So this is the corner of Pemberton and Reed, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, the only thing remaining on that wall, on that house, is that sad little wall. Right there. That's it. Now it's a monster size home. All those trees, everything, it's gone. I don't know, why is it on here?
We received the,
Notice about demolition.
Oh, okay, we got it late. It's been torn down and rebuilt.
so here, I'll share for those of you.
Because a buddy of mine lives in that house and had those bushes put in, that's why I recognized it on the corner there.
So if you see the GIS map, there's nothing in here about 361. We go from 321, 357, and 359. The picture that I had up is the 359, which was the closest one. So I will have to double check this, because the letter came in, I believe it was,
359.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's the house.
359 though, unless they bought both lots.
Oh, because it's, you can see it's on the corner of the street and the fire hydrant, everything is
Must have
still
bought
there.
both lots.
Was there 2 lots there?
I wonder, because
Maybe.
that other house, that picture looked pretty small. That's a big lot.
That's a big lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you know,
maybe they bought the lot and renumbered it.
Maybe, so.
Who knows? Yeah.
I will tell you though, that house that if you just scroll down and you see the house next to it, that's the current house that's still there.
But it doesn't seem to be,
They got-
historic
they
property,
got-
so,
I don't know how they got 2 addresses, but
Doesn't look like it was historic.
yeah.
it just got on the market a month ago, so literally it was just finished.
So that was all for demolitions. There were no violations. In old business, I'm still waiting for a response about 515 Stilson Road to be,
Send me into the RTM. When do you want me to go?
it's,
Want me to go
well,
to-
it's not the,
RTM.
it's the town attorney.
Do you want me to go to the
This
town
one.
attorney?
So
Put me on
That's
him.
my house.
if you wanna check with them,
I'm
I'll.
so angry about this. I
Yeah.
can't even.
No, seriously, we'll talk later. I'll get on him.
I brought it up with the town clerk, apparently it's like timing.
Let's talk about this after, because it's
Yeah.
not an RTM
Yep.
issue.
It's,
Fair enough.
in terms of new business. For those of you that are not in person, you're not getting the paper because the meetings are intended to be in person ideally. This is the list of the proposed meetings, and filing deadlines for 2026. If anyone can double check that I didn't make any mistakes with the Thursdays and Wednesdays. But it is supposed to be, the same time, 4:15 to 11 PM. For the public hearings, they are January 8th, February 12th, March 12th, April 9th, May 14th, June 11th, July 9th, August 13th, September 10th, October 8th, November 12th, December 10th, and January 14th, 2027.
Are we always going to be in the second floor conference room of Sullivan Hall?
No, that is something that, it depends on what rooms are available. So as soon as we decide on the dates, we can reach out to get a meeting room. But most likely it will be first or second floor. And then the filing deadlines are usually 3 weeks, and 1 day prior to the meeting date. So it will be December 18th, January 22nd, February 19th, March 19th, April 23rd, May 21st, June 18th, July 23rd, August 20th, September 17th, October 22nd, November 19th, and December 17th.
These dates are correct.
Need a motion to adopt.
Mhm.
I'll make a motion.
Second it.
Okay, any discussions? Hearing none, let's vote. All in favor? Motion passes. The next item is the 2026 list of officers. Is there any discussion, recommendations, and then we'll make a motion?
So we nominate now?
Yeah.
I nominate you for chair. Second.
I'll nominate you for vice chair.
Second.
And,
We need a clerk because I need to talk to you about the CLG annual report.
yeah. Is there anyone that will be willing to be the clerk?
Can you define what that is?
You have to be a full commission member.
Okay, well, that's.
So that's not you, unfortunately.
So we have
I got a lot of good people who are.
George.
Please don't do this to me.
Oh, welcome back.
George,
Oh,
Jim.
I've been listening.
George or Jim?
Or,
No, Greg is not.
or,
Art.
Art.
Where are we? Next one.
Go back to your original question. What is the role?
so in theory, you're the one who's supposed to read the agenda items and introduce the people who are coming up. So you just read it like our next COA is so-and-so listed at so-and-so address. You read in the documents that come in favor or not in favor of an application, like I just did with the state historic. And you do the CLG annual report, which doesn't take any time.
So but it's not on every single item, because yes, currently the chair does this right now.
The chair isn't supposed to be doing it.
Oh. You've led by that.
She's not supposed to do it. And technically, we're supposed, the clerk is supposed to also take notice of what the vote is, but luckily we have you. And so that's already done for you. So for this,
We'll have you next year. We will have you next year.
You will, don't worry.
yeah, we need
I have to do
this anyway, but you can draw from the votes.
So virtually, it's the
It's a
start
pretty-
of the meeting. It's everything you've been doing that I thought was your job, really?
So she'll open the meeting and then with the agenda, you say, first application is Jack Franzen for a property located at 421 Old Post Road to consider whatever work they're doing.
So the reason you did this time is because when we did a transition from last time, no one said yes.
This is how it
It has always been this way in our commission, but it's
Okay.
never been.
Yeah, and it's not until I became clerk that I raised this point, but nobody at that time who was in the other position
Turn right.
changed things. So it just kind of stayed with the chairman.
Oh, okay, because I remember it that way last year too.
Yeah,
With
and
the
it's
chair.
not supposed to be. But this is why she throws things at me to read out because
She can't be doing
it's
everything.
not supposed to be her.
Checks and balances.
Oh.
And
got it.
George is the clerk, but he's not here, so he can't read them.
Oh, yes,
Send it to
yes,
your
I am
people.
here. Watch it.
All right, so, yeah, and it's the script, I just have bandwidth issues, but it's all scripted for us and it's not the verbiage, but
Yes, it's
all-
like literally what she's reading.
And basically,
literally reading. the
basically take
agenda.
the agenda
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
put
you
a
just read it.
document myself with all the things. And then she needs every single time.
Well, then you gotta get out.
sure.
I'll nominate Jim A.
I don't know. We'll deal with the phone.
And this takes effect in the January
In the January meeting,
meeting, okay.
but you
Phone on
don't,
the
you
floor,
won't have to do anything
By the
until
way.
September.
I'm sorry, so.
Thank you.
September
By the
is
way,
when we have
thank
to do our
you. Thank you to
CLG.
Jim for doing it.
Oh, and where do we do, and
Hey,
I have it all formulated on my computer. You just have to change things.
hey, Jim,
So I can
thank
send
you.
it to you. It's a Google
And-
Excel.
Thank you, Jim. Jim, we owe
It
you
can-
some
oh, be
Bruce.
quiet, Greg.
Hold on, we haven't voted.
You haven't
And
voted.
where does this,
It gets sent up to SHPO. I can send it to SHPO. which
okay,
is-
all right, so as long as I have some people that'll guide me through this, we're all good.
Yes.
I will be that figurehead for this year, the sacrificial.
Line. You'll keep
That's
us in line.
Good, sounds great.
You're better than the past one.
Agreed.
You? I know.
Was, Ge-
I threw him under the bus just a second.
was
ago.
George the this one?
Yeah, yes.
You did a great job, George.
He took over from me.
So we have a motion. Any discussions? All in favor?
The only
Aye.
discussion is no.
Motion
I'll even
passes.
vote for myself.
The next new business is I sent the other day a,
Special meeting.
no, not the special meeting, but the a seminar about
Oh,
what
yeah.
the commissioners do. I believe Greg might have attended that one.
Yeah.
So far in our commission, only in the last year, only 2 commissioners have attended any seminars, Maura and Greg. So we are hoping that in the coming year, every single person that does not work in preservation will be able to attend these seminars. And hopefully, we can host one of those seminars ourselves. So thank you for those that attended. And let's work on to those that have not attended.
How often are they? I mean, haven't been that.
They're kind of almost once a month in different locations.
But you don't like, so because we're a certified local government, we have to meet certain requirements. So anybody who doesn't work in one of the historic preservation specialties that we want on the commission has to attend a certain number of seminars
You can do
or
it by Zoom.
some of them are Zoom, yeah.
Yeah.
No, just
And
if you send
look
the
at,
list,
um,
then I'll make sure
the
I get to one.
Preservation Connecticut website has them all listed and they consistently have various seminars that you can jump into.
Just reservationconnecticut.org, I imagine.
Yes, preservationconnecticut.
Anyone you would suggest?
I have to look at what they're offering, but certainly, you know, the town gives a Robert's Rules one.
Yes.
We should all be attending that if you're not. We should be doing it once a year for compliance. And we should all be attending at least one of the Preservation Connecticut HDC specific seminars because they're run with SHPO and it's to keep HDCs in compliance and, you know, talk out jurisdictional questions.
And the town provided an FOI Robert Rules seminar just a few weeks ago. So,
Yeah.
and it's on the website, so anyone can
Did that
go
gone
through it.
before I
so.
came on.
So that was
Connecticut is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That was the new business. Any other new business that anyone might have?
This was a trap.
For you. I'm already in this slide.
If I quit, you're gonna have to do the minutes.
I used to do them for Westport, so I
You do
know.
Not quit. You can't not quit.
No.
Hearing no new business, is there a
I'll make a
motion?
motion to adjourn.
Second it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes.
voicemail.